welcome to what sold this week. This is a new video series that I'm going to try my hardest to keep up with weekly and let you know what has sold on eBay and Poshmark for me as a full-time reseller. I plan on showing you kind of some BOLO, be on the lookout items to keep an eye out for that sell for high dollar amounts. But I'm also going to be sharing with you items that are more bread and butter that sell consistently for a good price. And yeah, just things to keep an eye out for. Let's head into it. This is from the week of February 18th through 24th. So that was last week. Pretty good sales week for me, honestly. The week prior to that, no, it was not a good sales week. So I'm starting off on a really good day. And as you all know, as being a reseller, full-time or part-time, dabbling in it, it's a roller coaster. So I'm trying to be more consistent with my listings. I normally do 5 to 10 listings a day, every day, and I have been consistent with that. The past 2 weeks, I have not. I've had some family stuff come up. My dad has been in the hospital. So that has kind of been my priority. That is why my sales were so bad last week. But in general, I think eBay just kind of woke up because I feel like a lot of people have had weird sales, in January, and then now February's here and it's been pretty good. So let's get into it. I am going to share my screen on my laptop and go through all of my sales with you on there. You'll be able to see pictures, what the tag looks like, and I'll give you more information on how much I paid for it and how long it took to sell. Okay, let's get into it. I did do a breakdown similar to Kaylee's YouTube videos. If you're familiar with her what sold videos, I'm sure you are. She does them weekly. She's amazing. I've learned so much from her. Her breaking it down like this and me being able to see the numbers has helped me so much kind of conceptualize what exactly is going on. So I wanted to do the same thing for you guys in a more modified way, I guess. So on eBay for this past week, I did sell 34 items, and my sales for that week minus fees and shipping labels was $1,022. So pretty good for 1 week, I would say. I want to obviously bump that up to maybe $2,000 a week would be amazing. Anyways, Poshmark, I did do kind of like a closet clear out, so I did have quite a few sales, more I would say than normal. Poshmark is kind of slow for me. I do list on there equally as much as eBay, so I'm not sure what the deal is with Poshmark and me, but I do tend to sell things for a lower price on Poshmark. I sold 21 items and my sales were $540. That's equal to my payout that I get from Poshmark, which includes them taking out any fees or discounts. Total items sold was 55 items. Total sales were around $1,500, and then my estimated cost of goods were $122. So I went through and deciphered which items were from the bins, and my average cost of goods at the bins is always around $1.50. So I took that $1.50 and multiplied it by the amount of items that sold from the bins, and then the rest that I knew I had bought from Goodwill, I just added in those additional charges, and that came out to $122. And then my profit for that week would equal about $1,440. So, and I did pull not every single item that I sold this week. The majority of them are up here, but not every single one. It's fine. This is a vintage Y2K kind of like airbrushed effect. It's terry cloth, and it was a tube top dress straight from Exhilaration back in the day. I knew that this would sell eventually. It was super cute, very Y2K. It took, I would say, about 3 months to sell, and I did sell it for that $1,874. And yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily pick up that brand again, but it could also be just the season that we were in, and now it sold because we're getting towards that time. Sorry. Next was this Rawlings baseball glove. I do not know much of anything about baseball gloves and whether or not they are worth anything, but I had found this at the bins and I decided to look it up. Just buy this 1000 HS gold glove. Let's see. Just right in there, I just kind of typed in all these random things that were found on the glove, and the sell-through rate was not very good, but all of them had an excellent amount of watchers on them, so I wanted to give this a try and maybe try selling it at a lower price. I did have it listed pretty high at $125. It took about 6 months to sell, and I ended up accepting a best offer of $50, so definitely not what I thought it would sell for, but I'm glad that it moved and it will be used for this baseball season. So I don't know, it was kind of fun to pick up random things like this, and I did end up getting $50 for it. So at the bins I probably paid like $3. But yeah, just took a little bit of time to sell. This was a bins pickup. It is a newer to me brand, Not Perfect Linen. Here's the tag, and anything linen or any sort of higher made material I'm looking up no matter what. This was really good condition, probably retailed for close to 100, maybe more, and not a ton of listings on eBay, but I did know that it would sell eventually because it was linen, and yeah, so I'm glad I picked it up. It did end up selling for best offer of $25. So with that being said, this brand I think is a consistent seller, but trying to hit that $50 mark like I originally tried to get for this is not kind of in the cards. So picking it up at the bins, flipping it for 25 to 35, I think is kind of the idea with this brand, but it did sell pretty quickly. Next was the MacDougall that I had found probably, I would say about 2 months ago. This was a great sell. I accepted an offer of $120. I had it listed for $180. I just wanted to move it quickly. I did buy it for $6.99 at a regular Goodwill, so it was a great return on my investment. It had a few flaws to the bottom and a little bit of a few snags to the skirt that you couldn't really see a lot, but I just wanted to get it out of here, and I was really excited to find it and sell it. So getting that offer of $120, I definitely accepted that. This is a Lululemon Restless pullover. It was long sleeve and it was a little bit of a thicker material. This style is a little bit more sought after, I would say, for Lululemon long sleeves. It had like a ribbed texture to it. It was really nicely made. I did accept an offer of $30. I had bought this at a regular Goodwill for $4.99 and it took about 2 months to sell. Next is Imogene and Willie, which is a great brand, but I think I definitely paid up a little bit too much for this. I paid $15 at a regular Goodwill. It is new with tag, so that was my main reason for buying it because it was new for that price. I did get an offer for $45 and I did accept that. I had it listed for $60. It was listed for probably about a month with a lot of lowball offers, but I knew that it had been selling for that higher dollar amount, especially with mine being new with tag. I wanted to kind of hold out, so happy to accept $45, and it actually sold after Valentine's Day. I thought maybe this would only be a Valentine's Day thing, but the ones that had sold previously had also sold like November, December, even summertime. So, and this was a men's shirt. I used to, a lot of their jeans do really well, but only specific styles now. Their skinny jeans do not do as well anymore, but this definitely used to be a brand that I would literally buy anything from, and I knew that it would sell quickly and for a good amount. But I have had a pair of skinny jeans from them, and they've been sitting for way too long. So yeah, style definitely matters with this brand, but a great brand to be on the lookout for. I guess I can show you guys the tag. There it is. They make really good women's jeans. The more flared wide leg ones, newer styles, do really well. These are a pair of bed stew sandals that I picked up at the bins for maybe a couple dollars. These only took about 2 to 3 weeks to sell, and I did accept an offer of $25. I love finding bed stew. Let's see. There we go. And these were in great condition. Super cute. They smelled like rich leather. It was amazing. Oopsie. Next is a brand called Margot, which I would be on the lookout for. These did sell for $40. I accepted an offer on these. Here's the tag. These took about 3 weeks to sell, and these were a bins find. So definitely a great find for being from the bins. And I have sold one other pair by them that I had bought from a regular Goodwill. Those ones ended up selling for, I think, like $75. They were the ballet flats in excellent condition. So definitely a brand I would be on the lookout for and running my comps on when when you come across them. Pair of Birkenstocks. These were from the bins as well. Pretty good condition. Not too bad. These took about 3 weeks to sell, and I accepted an offer of $30. They're super cute. They're like a kind of textured silver metallic one. I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram, but I posted a story when I bought this lot at a regular thrift store. I rarely post on there, so I mean, you can follow me if you want, but I rarely post on there. Anyways, this ended up selling. Someone messaged me and offered me $200, but she didn't want the houses. She just wanted everything else. And I said, heck yes. That makes it so much easier on me because I do not want to ship these houses. So I ended up selling everything for $200, minus the houses, obviously, like I just said. And it was just a really great flip. For the people themselves, I had spent about $15, or the people and the furniture, I had spent $15. So $15 into $200 was incredible. And I will never pass up another lot like this again at a thrift store or yard sale or anywhere. Definitely would pass on the houses. I'm going to donate those to my mom's grandkid playroom because I don't want to have to worry about listing them and shipping them. So I'm happy with that offer, and she left positive feedback, and she said that they were for her grandbabies, and that just made my day. So exciting sale for that one. These are Public Rec pants. Great brand to be on the lookout for. Let's see if I can find. There we go. So there are no other tags really besides this one right here. There's a little logo on the back pocket. But these are men's kind of athletic wear, stretchy pants. They remind me of Lululemon men's pants. I had found 4 pairs of these, all the same size. Somebody had gotten rid of their entire collection at a regular Goodwill. I paid $10 each for these 4 pairs. And yeah, so this one, I accepted an offer for $40. Selling this one pair paid for all 4 of them, which was amazing. And I've sold 3 of them in total. I have 1 left. So definitely a great investment. It only took about 2 weeks to sell the 3 of them. So I'm definitely happy with that. And I would keep an eye out for this brand always. Great brand. I think here's the other one. Nope, never mind. Okay, next is this Citron Santa Monica. This was a silk kind of kimono cardigan. This is a great brand to be on the lookout for. Let me find the tag for you. There you go. This was silk, larger size. It did really sell pretty quickly. I would definitely be weary about picking up smaller sizes or paying up for them. Just be running your comps to see exactly what they will sell for. So because this had the cherry blossoms, the size was larger. It was 100% silk, kimono style. Those were all factors that played into selling this item for, what did I sell it for? Accepted an offer of $55 in like a week and a half from listing. But definitely a great brand. I always pick it up. I find it at the bins almost every time because I just don't think a lot of people know about it. I don't know, maybe. Maybe just at my bins. But this was a bins pickup, and so super lightweight, probably paid like $1 for that. This is a Pendleton wool button-up shirt. It was women's. I did find this at the bins, so about $1.50, and it sold in 2 weeks for $20. I accepted a best offer on that. I did want to move it quickly, kind of reflecting the price that I listed it for. The men's wool button-ups, you can get maybe a little bit more for them. But because it's leading into spring, I just wanted to, get this moving. So I accepted the 20. This is the brand Keats, which is I think it's a really nice brand. Some of their items do not resell for very much, but this was 100% silk. It was a midi skirt, super cute. Sell-through rate was really great for this specific item. I would always run comps on this brand though, because some items sell for very little and they don't sell very consistently. But yeah, I accepted an offer of $25 in like a week and a half of listing. And this was a bins find, so about $1 for this is what I paid. This is a bins find as well, Rag & Bone. This was a like selvage denim shirt jacket. If this didn't have any flaws, I probably could have got more towards the $50 range, but it has some flaws. I did accept an offer of $24 on this guy, so some flaws there. I was happy that it moved though, because the sell-through rate is not the best on Rag & Bone anymore, in my opinion. Some items definitely do better than others, but I always run my comps, and I very rarely buy their jeans anymore, especially their skinny jeans. They're just way too saturated and not selling for very much. Next is another bins find. I think the majority of my items are from the bins, FYI. That's the main place that I find all of my inventory. This is Mizzen in Maine, which is a men's clothing line. Nice little stock photo. Let me find the tag for you. This did sell super quickly within a week for $25. I love finding this brand. I have found it a few other times, and it has always sold really quickly for me, priced right. Super exciting find. I not only found one, I found 3 double RL Ralph Lauren shirts in the bins. I couldn't believe it. First time finding this brand. Here is the tag. Definite BOLO. This one did have a flaw, a bleach stain to the arm, which is reflective of the price. So I did accept an offer of $30 on this. It took about a week and a half, but generally this brand sells for a really good amount pre-owned. Definitely keep an eye out for it. I could not believe that I found 3 in a picked over bin. It was crazy and so exciting. I have 2 left that I haven't sold, but they are priced up, I think like $60 to $70. There's a flannel and another button-down shirt. You guys will actually see those in one of my coming up bins hauls, so I'll be sure to let you guys know, or you'll see them yourself. But next is this Maeve gingham shirt dress. This is a newer Maeve Anthropologie dress. This did not have the belt, and it still sold for best offer of $19.99, and it sold within I think like a week and a half. This was a bins find, so about $1.50 on this. It was super cute, kind of a gauzy, stretchy material, and yeah, I did note that it didn't have the belt, and it still sold super quickly, so I was really happy about that. These are a pair of Red Wing Chukka boots. I did buy these at a regular Goodwill for $20, and I did accept an offer of $100. So they had been listed for about, I don't know, four months. And honestly, the sell-through rate on this style was not the greatest. So when I got the $100 offer, I accepted that. A lot of Red Wings do really, really well, so I always run comps on them, and they're generally always worth picking up even at a higher price range, you know. But yeah, these ones I was really glad to see them go. They did have some wear to the laces, so that was another reason why I was okay with selling them for that amount. Made in USA. So these were a great find. Just took a little bit of time to sell. Next is a Marimekko. This is a Uniqlo collab. I pick up all Marimekko collabs, and this one sold overnight for $40 best offer. The quickest flip. It was very surprising. I think I had listed it at like 10 o'clock at night, and then by the next morning it had sold when I woke up. So great quick flip. I found this at the bins, paid about $1. Love this brand. Even if it's a little bit faded or worn, I've found that it still sells pretty consistently. And this was a size small too, so there's that. Here's another one of those not perfect linen tops. This one did sell pretty quickly within a week, actually, and it sold for $25 best offer. So again, one of those brands that you will probably get about $20-$25, but they will sell really quickly. They're on to Poshmark. I just pulled a few. I mean, I didn't sell a ton on here this week, but I did pull a few really good sales, and then I also pulled some of my super low sales that I have had for like years and years that finally sold for very little amount. So, and they're great brands. So sometimes that's just how it goes. So that's why it's really important to check comps and kind of be up to date with styles and trends, so you know what is selling and you're not picking things up and wasting your money and waiting years and years for them to sell. So I will go over those at the end of the video with you. But anyways, first up is this Vuori joggers. These were from the bins, paid about $1. They sold within a week for $54. I did have a few lowball offers on eBay for these, but I wanted to hold out because I knew that they would sell for at least $50. I had listed them for $60. I got an offer for $54, and I said, heck yes, heck yes. So great find. One of my favorite brands to find, always. Next is a packed jumpsuit. This was actually my own, and I just didn't like it anymore, so I decided to sell it. This sold for $32. I had it listed for $40, and it sold within a week as well. So definitely a great brand to be on the lookout for. This is the tag. There we go. They are like a sustainable organic material clothing line. Their leggings, I've found that they don't do as well, but anything that's like jacket, shirt, sweatshirt, anything like that, dress, jumpsuit, I always look those up. This was an Athleta just seamless t-shirt. It was a newer style, and I found this one at the bins. I also found another one. It's gray. So I knew that these would sell really well just because they are a crew neck, a higher neck workout shirt. I've found does well for me. I mean, it's what I look for when I'm working out. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I just like them a little bit better. And this did have some really cool, I don't know what that's called, but it just keeps it from slipping or rising up. So yeah, this sold within a week for $20, which was great. This is a Glass Animals, which is a band tee. I always pick up band tees at the bins, or specifically tour merch, not necessarily band tees, but any sort of tour merch I always pick up, and it does sell. This one did take about 2 months, but it did sell for $25, and it was a bins pickup. This is a Free People floral print tunic dress. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to style, because this was an older Free People style. And it did sell within 2 days for not a lot, but it sold, and it was a bins find. So I paid about $1, sold for $20. Anything floral print, boho, long sleeve, just a few things that I look for when I pick up Free People, and they generally do a lot better. Another Free People, I pick up the Intimately Free People almost every time I find it. I've noticed that it does sell quickly for me and consistently. Here's the tag. This is a large, kind of like silky pajama top. I didn't have the bottoms, I just had the top, and it still had a ton of attention. Somebody made an offer for $34 and I accepted. I had listed it for $40. Oh, come on. And these were a pair of wide toe sneakers. The brand is Astral. They were made out of hemp. So any sort of wide toe box shoe I'm looking up, you can see what I mean by wide toe. It's kind of a super popular style right now. Here's the tag. Astral. There we go. These ones sold for $44. They did take about 2 months to sell, so it wasn't a super quick flip, but definitely a brand that has a lot of eyes on it right now. All right, these last four are what I'm talking about when it comes to super low dollar sales. I did a, like, I think 40% off closet clear out sort of thing, and I have had this zip up hoodie for I think like a year and a half. It's super cute. Spiritual Gangster, it used to be a great brand to find, but nowadays I will pass on it almost 90% of the time. Somebody accepted this offer that I sent out of 16, and it finally sold. It was super cute, but you know, things change, trends change, all that jazz. These are a pair of Athleta linen pants. Somebody accepted my $10 offer. They were a size 0. I had only had these for I think a month, but I wanted to see them go so bad because they were a size 0 and they were an older Athleta tag. So I knew that I was going to have to sell them low to get rid of them. Yes. This is another brand I will no longer pick up. I've tried selling this brand a couple times now and it just takes forever. But this is the brand Mabel. I think it's some sort of boutique brand, but I had sent out a $10 offer. I got this at the bins and I think it took about 3 to 4 months to sell. Lastly, Free People, which this is a super cute sweater. A super trendy style, and I have no idea why this didn't sell, but I had this for probably about a year. It's an extra small, but with Free People, probably fit like a small or a medium. My pictures were kind of crappy. Maybe that's what it was. It's hard to photograph that hot pink color. Yeah, these are terrible pictures. That'll do it. I should have retook the pictures. But anyways, I'm glad that it's gone and somebody's loving it. This is what it looks like. It's like a pink color. So yeah, that is what sold for very little on Poshmark. A few good sales and some items that I just really wanted to get rid of. That is going to be it for what sold with me this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe learned a few things, maybe got some work done. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you like these kind of videos. If they're helpful for you, I want to keep making them, but if there's something that you don't enjoy watching, or maybe there's something I should do differently, please let me know. Leave a comment. I would love to just share with you guys this information that I have and like what is selling quickly. So I'm just trying to find the best way. But anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great day and I will see you on the next one.